All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears. Guys, the energy has completely shifted in the last month or so. For the first time since 2019, the Chicago Bears have won 2 straight NFC North games. The Chicago Bears are currently 1 game behind the Green Bay Packers in the division standings, and they are only 1 game out of tying for the last wild card spot entering Week 15. And don't look now, but they have won 3 out of their last 4 football games. Justin Fields has shown rapid improvement. The defense genuinely looks phenomenal. The addition of Montez Sweat, it changed everything. We know this defense, like guys like Jaquan Brisker, Jalen Johnson, we know they have young talent. But Montez Sweat has changed this team so much. We're going to talk about that later on. DJ Moore, guys, they're going to have the #1 draft pick. There is a lot to like about the current state of the Chicago Bears and obviously the future. But more importantly, it's the present. All right, they're coming off a 28-13 victory against the Detroit Lions. The big nitpick in the last couple of weeks has been, oh, well, they're not beating good defenses. Well, that's probably going to change this upcoming Sunday afternoon when they take on one of the best defenses in the National Football League in the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, by far, are a top 5 defense. If Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears win that football game and Justin Fields has a consistent game, like if Justin Fields has 4 quarters of consistency this Sunday, he will be QB1 for this team this upcoming season. All right, everybody, I just watched this funny I just watched this funny meme. It's going to be hard to explain, but it was basically like, oh, it's a Family Guy skit. And, here you could have a boat or you could have this mystery box. And it's kind of reminded me of, that was the tweet, but it kind of reminded me exactly of why everybody wants Caleb Williams selected at #1 as opposed to the playmaker in Justin Fields. So we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears in today's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Bears fans, if we try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So right now, we're just kind of seeing what is actually possible. All right, we're seeing what Bears fans and Ohio State fans knew what was possible once they got a competent coach, if they got a competent offensive coordinator, if they had a healthy and talented offensive line, if they went out there and they acquired a wide receiver 1, we're starting to see it. All right. I still want 4 quarters. All Bears fans still want 4 quarters of consistency, specifically out of Justin Fields, but he's thrown with anticipation. He just got his first win in December, and DJ Moore, the wide receiver 1, has made a huge impact so far this season. He has an 87.8 PFF grade this year alone. That's the best out of all players who were recently acquired in this past offseason. All right. And I'm just genuinely loving his vision. I knew, and Ohio State fans especially, and then, obviously Bears fans, once they watch the tape on Justin Fields, we know this guy can throw with anticipation. We know that he can see the field, but he has something that a lot of players don't have. A lot of quarterbacks don't have. He's got that playmaking ability, not only with his arm, but specifically with his legs. This guy's a dual threat. He's the first quarterback in NFL history to reach 2,000 rushing yards and 5,000 passing yards. I mean, there's clear-cut talent here. And one thing that's evidently clear, it's evidently clear, every single player on the Chicago Bears roster believes Justin Fields is that guy. Every single player believes he is that guy. So here's a fun fact. Justin Fields, 84.2% adjusted completion percentage since week 12. What does that rank among all quarterbacks in that period? Well, I'm so glad you asked, actually. He's number 2 in the NFL since week 12 with that stat. All right. It's not just Justin Fields that's getting Bears fans excited. It's this defense, and the defensive line all season has actually done a really good job. They're the second best team as far as opponents rushing yards in total. All right, they are number 2 in the National Football League. But the addition of Montez Sweat has been monumental. Seriously, the Chicago Bears are 5th in passing yards since the trade in week 9. They are 5th in total yards per game. They are 2nd in forced turnovers. They are 9th in points per game allowed. They are playing since Sweat was acquired. But most importantly, Montez Sweat has elevated the entire defense, not only the defensive line, but the entire defense in general. And the additions that Ryan Poles made in this past offseason, Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, these guys are doing absolutely phenomenal jobs. And I've got a loaded young secondary with guys like Jaquan Brisker, the rookie Tyreek Stevenson, who's improving on a week-to-week basis. I've got Kyler Gordon. I mean, this young defense, Montez Sweat, everybody was making fun of it. What was the trade? Oh, a second-round draft pick. Oh, no. They gave up a second-round draft pick for Montez Sweat. He's made an immediate impact, and he is here for the foreseeable future. But obviously, the main question comes down to Justin Fields. Everybody's already rushing this decision, and we're going to learn specifically in this next game a lot more about Justin Fields and his actual future within the Chicago Bears. First-round draft pick, they could do a lot of different things with that. They could draft Marvin Harrison Jr. They could trade down. They could however they finish, fall somewhere between 6 to 10 per se and select like Brock Bowers or, some type of offensive player, some type of offensive lineman. They could do a bunch of different things. They could trade down from number one. There are a lot of options, and options for every single GM in every single sport is the name of the game. And that's exactly what Ryan Poles has here. But he's in no rush to decide the fate of Justin Fields. And the good news is, too, his trade value is skyrocketed. It's at an all-time high currently, but the Cleveland Browns this upcoming Sunday is going to tell us a whole lot about this future for Justin and the Chicago Bears as well. They currently, if they win out, they have a 69% chance to make the playoffs if they win out. If they can take care of the Cleveland Browns, not that the Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, and the Green Bay Packers are going to be easy victories, but playoffs 9-8. I mean, if the Chicago Bears finish 9-8, Justin Fields will be the starting quarterback for this upcoming season. But I gotta say, there are a lot of things that I'm absolutely enamored by right now watching the Chicago Bears team. 28-13 against the 9-3 Detroit Lions. I don't give a rat's ass what the Detroit Lions defense is ranked. I don't give a rat's ass. And by the way, the Minnesota Vikings, I don't want to hear anything about he hasn't played a good defense. He hasn't beaten a good defense, because the Minnesota Vikings are allowing the 5th best points per game in the National Football League. So the Minnesota Vikings are clearly an above average defense. And if you disagree with that, well, I don't know what to tell you, because you're just genuinely wrong. That's just facts at the end of the day. So right now, Chicago Bears, big ass game this upcoming Sunday. Let me know what you guys are thinking about it down below. Give me a score prediction. But guys, most importantly, drop this comment down below. As of right now, it's Justin Fields, QB1 for the Chicago Bears next season. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Try and get this video to 250 likes. I post a ton of Bears content on this channel, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, and we will see you next time.